Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again so much for our time together. Have you ever noticed that sometimes preachers have a big disagreement? And sometimes as church members, you sit back and it's like your mom and your dad arguing, you don't know where to put yourself. Well, let me show you where to put yourself. You put yourself on the side of what's right. Acts chapter 15, beginning with verse 36. After some days, Paul said to Barnabas, "Let us return and visit the brothers in every city where we proclaim the word of the Lord and see how they are." Now Barnabas wanted to take with them John called Mark, but Paul thought best not to take with them one who had withdrawn from them in Pamphylia and had not gone with them to the work. And there arose a sharp disagreement, so that they separated from each other. Barnabas took Mark with him and sailed off to Cyprus. But Paul chose Silas and departed, having been commended by the brothers to the grace of the Lord. Now, we look at this and we go, all right, two great men of God have a disagreement. How do we know who was right? Well, who was commended by the brothers to go out and who just got mad and left? Now, we have a problem here that sometimes we need to recognize that as pastors, none of us pastors are perfect. And we make bad decisions, and we make bad decisions for bad reasons. Barnabas wanted to give his cousin, and that's who John Mark was, wanted to give his cousin a second chance, even though his cousin ran away last time. And Paul said, no, we're not going to give this guy a second chance. We have work to do. He should not have gone with us the first time, but I agreed he went with us, but he's not going with us this time. And they had this huge disagreement. Now, notice who went out and who was sent out commended by the brothers. Barnabas just took John Mark and took off. He made a decision based on family relationships. He didn't make a decision based on what is best for the work of God and best for the whole body. Paul made a decision based on what's best for the whole church, and the church leadership sent him out, commended by the brothers. Now, brothers and sisters, whenever you see a man or a woman of God, maybe an assistant pastor, get mad and just say, I'm leaving, understand something's wrong in their heart. They're not willing to be submissive to the wisdom of the rest of the brethren. Now, like Barnabas, I've watched young men take off and go out, and you know what? You never hear from them again. They're like wandering stars of nothingness. Their whole accomplishment is gone. They become, it could have been, rather than something that became a reality. Now, if you're a young pastor in a church today and you're getting an attitude towards some of your leadership in your church and you're just going to go do your own thing because you think you're smarter than everybody else, may I ask you to humble yourself and let God exalt you at the due time? May I encourage you to just get off of your pride and just sit down and listen to the other pastors of the church, listen to the leadership of the church, and when it's time for you to go out, be sent out. Then you have the blessings of God.